name is Callum Lynch. We've traced his bloodline back 500 years to the Assassin's Creed.
Cal, as anyone in the world knows or cares, you no longer exist.
All right, let's go ahead and get into a movie review right here. And Assassin's Creed. I mean, here's the deal. Everybody's been saying, I know you laughing, but Korey, because you pissed off a lot of people. We just got through talking about how we piss off people with our reviews, especially with trailers, because we haven't seen the movie yet. And Korey Goodwin over there.
You here to say
Oh,
what?
shut the fuck up.
He was over mad as hell, ain't he?
What's that?
I said Michael Fassbender, you can't
Tell Korey Goodwin go fuck himself. My movie's fine. We talking about Assassin's Creed, and we just mentioned Michael Fassbender. Now, a lot of people are saying, okay, it's been, over 20 years. We haven't got a good video game movie. But I'm looking at Assassin's Creed. That has a deep story. It's historical. It's got epic scenes in there where they go back in time. And here's the other deal. The biggest deal is that it has an all-star cast. Academy Award winner, Michael Fassbender. What's her name? Cotillard? That Cotillard?
Yeah, Marion.
Marion Cotillard. Jeremy Thespian. Jeremy Irons.
Michael Kenneth Williams.
Michael Kenneth, man, with this cast right here, you damn right this is going to make history as the first video game movie to actually be worth the damn. No, not even worth the damn, to actually be not even good, but great. You don't attract that kind of A-list talent with some bullshit. Well, people, it's bullshit. Let's just let's just get right into it, because y'all got y'all's hopes up. Y'all are sitting up here thinking, oh, this might be the one to break the curse. No, it ain't. Not at all.
I like to let it, have some suspense and play it out for a while. But with this movie, no, I ain't got no patience.
No, hell no. This movie woke me up this morning at 9:30, dragged me over there to see it, and then make a bit of goddamn sense.
I was so like, what the fuck am I watching? In fact, there's a point in the movie where Michael Fassbender says, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
And I said out loud, it just escaped out of my throat like,
Yeah, you and me both, man. And that's the thing about it. Michael Fassbender, 10 minutes into this movie, this motherfucker is just as confused as he can be. He don't know what's going on. You can see that these actors do not know what they are doing.
Oh, the actors, the scriptwriter, the producer, nobody knew what was going on with
this. Nobody knew. I don't know. Because usually when people tell you that, hey, I got this A-list cast right here, well, how did you get them? Oh, man, they always say, I love the script.
Right.
Yeah. Wasn't no fucking script here. I don't know what they were here for.
Here, play the game. Here's your script.
Yeah. Man, this has to be the worst job for actors. I mean, you can see them acting and just regretting that they signed that contract to be in this, because they're not acting, Martin.
Yeah, they're not acting. There's nothing for them to act on.
No.
It's not like they went to any actual exotic location where they could vacation there.
No.
It's all some studio, some green screen.
They're not acting. They're just saying their lines.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was thinking about it. It's like, Michael Fassbender? He got a chance to work out with a personal trainer and get buff.
Yeah.
And learn to do parkour and some kung fu moves. So maybe that was what was in it for him.
No, Martin, he don't give a fuck. Nobody cares in this movie. All these people, they might as well still be at the rehearsal, because they just saying their lines. It's like they did the first table read for this film right here. You can almost see those scripts in front of their hands.
Oh, so the rehearsal. When do we shoot? Oh, we were shooting just then.
Yeah.
We're going to take out those scripts with CG.
Like George Lucas or Spielberg did with the guns and E.T. and shit.
So people just walking around the scene like,
yeah. What's wrong with your hands, man? Walking around like they got arthritis and shit. It's these people are bored. They have no emotions at all while they're doing this, and it is hilarious. It's hilarious how they're so bored that the scenes don't go anywhere. You got one person who's just saying his lines because he's just tired, and then you got Michael Fassbender. He's so fucking bored, he just don't even know how to respond. I want y'all to look at this, because sometimes people who listen to this, and when I set up these things, people think I'm playing. But seriously, I want you to see how Michael Fassbender he's zoning out. He don't know. I don't even think he remembers his lines.
Do you recognize this? It's an assassin's blade.
Huh?
This is the actual one that your father used to take your mother's life. He's here, you know? Mother's death count. Not
Like,
something
we really
a boy
doing
should
this?
ever be made to see.
Michael, cut, Michael.
Jesus Christ.
You like, huh? Oh, yeah, knife, yeah. If you look at that's Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons is mumbling his lines practically.
I was about to say he is mumbling like a motherfucker
Yeah,
in this scene.
And
he
yet
don't
he
care.
emotes more than anybody else in this movie.
Yeah. He's not even in costume. He wore his clothes from home and wait to get to do this scene right here. He's just there. And Michael Fassbender, he just like, I don't remember shit. You know, they don't give a shit about this. Nobody wants to be here, and it shows. It's like I've never seen something as lazy as this, where these people are not giving a fuck at all. And
This story just makes no sense.
I mean, you know what the funny thing about it is? To show you how much people are not trying, they actually had one scene where a person screamed out, "No!" And it was the most unemotional, flat no I've ever seen. There's a dude, do you remember when dude just screamed, "No!"
Spock, help me, Spock.
He just opened his mouth. I mean, I ain't never seen. I would almost say go see this because it has to be seen to be believed. This is the biggest no give a fuck movie
Yeah,
I've
if
ever
I gotta
seen.
see yoga hosers, then you gotta watch this.
Oh, I was planning on seeing this anyway.
Yeah, we're seeing this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, get high, get drunk. Go the shit that we wanted from yoga hosers. That we thought was gonna be so bad, we'd have some fun. No, that shit was just bad. It beat us to submission. This is the shit you're looking for.
Oh, yes.
right here. This
You
this
still
is
better
what you
drink some
want.
coffee before you go see it.
This is what you want, man. You know, and
Well, you know what? I'll say something good about it.
What?
The parkour and the action scenes and the action was good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean scenes. I meant the action and the parkour. But apparently, the whoever filmed this, the editor and the fight choreographer must have been married and had a bitter divorce because the editor fucked over all this choreography.
Oh yeah.
It's just the worst kind of choppiest shot in the dark shit. Where it's like, wow, it looks like it might have been good, but you ain't letting me see it.
No, it's that shit where it's supposed to be like, oh, they're doing some cool moves. Anybody could do it because all you see is
Yeah.
this.
They're hand boning.
Yeah, hand boning.
They are.
People like they set on fire and shit. You know, I'm like I think they fighting. Or are they beatboxing or something? I don't know. You know.
I'm thinking like I think it might have been good, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Shit, this chick, she wants to go so bad. They trying to drag her ass at this movie right there. You know, it's they, you know, in the plot. Like I wish I could tell you because you ain't heard no plot from me. It's seriously.
I told y'all that was gonna be one of the big things in this movie.
I know, and notice I haven't said because I played 3 of these games, and there's like what about 50 of them or something now. But
I'm getting close to it.
I played 3 of them, so I'm trying to leave my review of it compared to the game out. I'm only going to do that once. I'm taking this as a movie. I'm not talking about this as somebody who's experienced the actual games.
Well, I need you to help me because they put the 3rd one up for free, and I downloaded it and I started to play it. But if it's going to be like this, I can just go ahead and uninstall it from my computer
That's
right
one
now.
of the worst ones.
Yeah.
You might as well go ahead and delete that and burn the computer.
Yeah, get the fuck out. But here's the thing with the movie. They got the story in here. Seriously, people, I'm not making this up. It's something to do with an apple. Apple of Eden, I don't know.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah. No, I'd be funny if it was like, because y'all thinking, oh, this is tech stuff. Maybe they are talking about apple. No, I'm talking about a fucking fruit.
Yeah.
They talking about the apple of Eden. Now, this apple is supposed to be something that's powerful or magical or something, but
Nutritious.
that's about as much as you're gonna get from it because this apple, I don't know what the fuck this apple is. All I know is they actually set a real apple on the table and said, we need this. And I was like,
Well, you got it.
Keeps the doctor away. Yeah, it's some kind of thing where they're like, okay, if we can get the apple, we can control all of mankind, control their will, so there'll be no more violence. And like, I don't. What?
That don't make no fucking sense.
And so to get this, we got to put Michael Fassbender in this crane so he can go back in time to the memory of his ancestor and do a bunch of virtual fighting. And as he goes through this scenario, he'll lead us to where this apple was 8 centuries ago.
Can you believe
and it'll still be there.
Yeah, can you believe this, man? That for an apple, they actually showed the fruit. They said, man, we built this crane for you to go into virtual reality back in time, so we can get the memories of your ancestors, so that we can get this. And meanwhile, there's a motherfucker in the room talking about, man, I just went to the grocery store and got mine. It does the same thing.
Cents.
Yeah, it does the same thing that apple does right there.
We got sentenced to death, and we faked it so we can bring you to this compound with all these other prisoners who we've maybe done this with or not.
That's why that is why the actors are acting like they are, because they're confused.
Yes.
They don't know what they're doing. I'm not going to blame these actors for this, because they really don't know what's happening. And you know that this movie was shot out of sequence, so they don't know.
They don't know.
It was almost like they made this film up as they went along. It's impressive how much they made this a mess of this movie. Like, somebody had to go out their way.
It's like a Mad Lib.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like somebody's dare.
Yeah.
Like, what if I just tore up a book and threw the pages out and you made a movie of that?
Man, well, that's one of the things about the game is like there's so much stuff and in-depth things that you kind of have to read, and they develop the story over 20-something hours, not an hour and 50-something minutes. So, like, you
2 hours.
2 hours. So you cramming all this stuff in, like you're gonna have to pick and choose what you want. But majority of the stuff in the first game is vital to knowing what happens at the end. So that's what it looks like happened here.
Yeah, something about the Templars trying to stop violence with an apple. It's ridiculous. I mean, it is, man. You seriously, this is some of the most beautiful bullshit I've ever seen, because you have to try to do this. You really have to try. I really think that somebody is trolling us with this shit.
I was angry walking out of this.
I was too confused and mesmerized to be angry, man. I was like, wow, this is impressive how they fucked this up. I'm got to give you some respect on that. And it might be helpful if the characters were bonding, like you actually had some people in here who were developed, who you had people trying to help each other out, because he's in this complex with all these other people who obviously don't like the conditions that they're in and the doctors that are keeping them there. And you think that they're gonna start to join forces and work together. But no, when an actor sits down, you thinking, okay, here we go. We're going to get some good shit. They start talking that crazy shit too. They start talking either it's some of the worst dialogue that you heard, or they just add more confusion to the pile. Michael K. Williams, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
Michael K. Williams sits there. Actually, you say the Jeremy Irons emotes the most. No, I actually think Michael K. Williams is trying. His brother think he got some deep shit to say. No, it's just as confusing. It's just as confusing as anything else.
Who are you? They call me Musa, but my name is Baptiste. I'm dead 200 years now. Voodoo poisoner.
That's been like, Nick, bro, what the fuck you talking about?
I'm harmless. They're watching you. Waiting to see who you are, Pioneer.
We're gonna rape your ass.
It's like some Shawshank Redemption type shit, man.
This was not in the game.
No, it was not. And it's funny too, because it's one of those films where he's no offense to you, he's the white guy that's leading the movie. Because he's I guess he's supposed to be. Originally, he's supposed to be of person of color, but he's the white guy that's leading it, and every other person of color, they're just there to just look at him. Are to be bad guys, are to cower in the background, are to be extras. That's
You gotta pin that on me.
because those are your people.
The fast
Damn, I took that apple, don't know what the fuck to do with it.
It sounds like the most convoluted Whole Foods commercial ever.
Yeah, something. There's some things that I think that they do that's kind of cool. Corey, I know you were saying when you were watching I was just joking about it. I feel really guilty about saying that. I just want
gonna take you out.
I just want us to work together. We need to unite in this day and time. No, we were talking about how in the trailer, a lot of people saying, what's the
Animus.
The Animus, yeah. Well, they talk.
It's so funny when the way Marion Cotillard says it. I was like, she said, and now take him to the enemas. I was like,
Yeah.
you don't give him enemas?
You have to clean his butt out. That's where the knowledge is.
Whose anus? Man, y'all really going out the way to get up my ass right now.
That giant ass crane is going in the back of my head. No. I am a god.
Oh shit!
Wait, do it again.
But the what you call it?
Animus.
He's like, oh, that feels kind of good.
The animals.
Yeah, I feel clean. But there's in the game, it's just a bed or something.
Just a table.
It's just a table.
Yeah.
I will say with this, they made it a lot cooler because I will say also it's kind of silly because it's one of those giant vending machine cranes where it picks his ass up like a stuffed animal.
GLaDOS.
You see
from Portal.
or like the little toys from Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
He's chosen you.
Yeah. They pick him up and they dragged all his ass around the room. But I will say it's a little bit cooler in the movie because it is like one giant virtual reality machine, and it makes him. It shows that he's acting with his memories, and I thought that was kind of a cool concept.
What do you want from me?
Your past. Listen to me carefully, Cal. You're about to enter the Animus. When you're about to see...
We just a challenge, man.
Oh, I can't wait to go see this.
The first time she says it, you don't see that. She says it like, take him to the enemas, and it cuts the scene. I was like, enemas?
I know because you never played the game, so you just kind of like, what these kids playing today?
I wish I was next to you watching the whole time.
Yeah. I know.
This movie's about to get really good.
And Martin was looking back at me because he knows that's one of my man crushes, so I'm just kind of like, yeah. Go deep.
Hear and feel are the memories of someone who's been dead for 500 years.
Wait a minute.
That makes no sense.
Synchronization achieved.
Commence regression.
Damn, that's a bright ass colon right there. But the bad side of that is like right after something cool like that happens, they just jump into some random action scene where he's just running around like a monkey with a knife, jumping around rooftops and things. And I mean, these scenes would kind of be cool if they made sense, but we don't know in what context this is in. No, it really is like. It's the in the worst sense of a video game. This is what they do. You just jump into action at random times.
It's like if Neo plugged into the Matrix, and then everything after that was Prince of Persia.
Yeah, exactly, man. And this
Your favorite.
Jake Gyllenhaal. That's
Actually, Prince of Persia had more personality than this does.
it did. I mean,
a lot more.
this will make you actually go back and appreciate some of the video game movies that have been criticized.
Yeah.
Like Silent Hill's a classic now.
I mean, it really does remind me of those movies that we don't get screeners for that we got to see at midnight on a Thursday.
Yeah, and they showed this at 10 in the morning to a bunch of critics
in the art house theater.
In the art house theater.
Oh, yeah. They showed this at Violet Crown. And I told Gerson I saw this on the calendar, like, they don't want nobody to see this shit.
Yeah. And I know why they did it, because the studio knows that the movie's bad, so they tried to do some shit where they just tried to psych us out. Like, if you see this at 10 in the morning in an art house theater, you think that this is some cool shit. If you don't understand it, well, it's just artistic.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. You ain't full of nobody. It's
No
bullshit.
one. Yeah.
They ain't full of nobody. The villains ain't shit. One of the biggest, like they have. I'm not gonna, as much as I would like to, I'm not gonna spoil it. One villain in there, you don't even know his motivation. The other villain, that's a main villain. In any other film, he would be a henchman. It's a nameless dude with a scar and a man bun.
Right.
Like that's the main villain in there. Before we get to the boss or whatever.
Wasn't he also the guard?
Yeah. It's like
Confusing.
Like they were doing some Wizard of Oz shit, man.
Evil yoga instructor,
Yeah.
like a man bun and a scar.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the problems with the movie. Like, of all the things that's confusing, the motivations of everybody. You're like, all right, are they bad guys? Are they good guys? Even Marion Cotillard, you're like, I don't know where she falls in this.
I don't get it.
And then by the last 2 or 3 sentences that I suppose tell you what happened, I couldn't make out what they were saying. I was like, all right, you know what? It's not like it matters anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so convoluted how they get to where they are. And when Michael Fassbender's doing that whole virtual reality thing, when you see him in the Animus and he's fighting, they have like little virtual people that he's fighting. And you figure like, okay, this has to be in his mind. But then other people show up and they stop and watch the light show. And I was like, well, so is it a projection? You know what? Fuck this. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's some old bullshit.
It's funny how the game is so much simpler, and you got 50 of them. It's like this is. I don't know. I really don't know.
Can I ask, one of the main things I talked about during the trailer was the action scenes. Were those worth the damn?
Well, that's what we're saying. They're hard to. Some of them are cool. I was like,
the staging of them is good.
well, like this chase right here. You're not too close in. It's kind of cool. I actually felt a little bit of suspense as they were about to ride off a cliff here.
But it's still kind of generic.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. I mean, you can see this is a western.
Yeah.
The stage. You've seen this so many times in a western where they're on a stagecoach and they're about to run off a cliff and they got to do something before that happens. This is something that you really hadn't seen before. As I said, confusing with the villains. That Wizard of Oz shit, I don't know. Like it really was like he woke up and you were there and I killed you when you were there. It's ridiculous.
Woke up and go like, hey, that dude's evil. I've been fighting him this whole time.
And the blood in this PG-13. It's so bloodless that it's silly. I'm serious. There's a point where they do something and I can't understand how somebody could look at this shot and not think that it looks just downright stupid. Somebody goes in to cut someone else's throat. The person with the knife does the motion, the slash motion, and the other guy, he reacts and his eyes get all bugged up like, ugh. But there's no blood that comes out. No blood at all.
I know. I was like, well, so did he just rub him across the
yeah.
But kill you.
Yeah. Did they run out of time and they forgot to put the effects in there? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like
moisturized.
It looks like it was supposed to be there in post, and they forgot to do it.
Like, honestly, when the movie ends, you're kind of like, I don't know what this means.
The movie's so confusing that to show you that Korey Coleman is a fair and decent man. I was actually going to give this movie some points if they just did one thing. I was asking you to do one thing, and it's from the game. In the game, I get it. It's a video game. I'm not going to sit up there and try to bring reality in. But in every game, it's a staple where no matter what character you're playing, they have these haystacks that you jump into. I'm talking about some Bugs Bunny shit where, where when like you get up high, and further than that, and you jump into a
Martin. And that was just a two-story house. You will jump off of things the height of UT's tower. You land in a haystack and you jump out. I'm an assassin.
You would jump out the Eiffel Tower into a little fucking haystack like that. Notice that dude didn't get up though. But he's actually lost in there.
Yeah, maybe it's a portal.
Yeah.
Goes to another game.
Yeah. But I said, look, you know what? This movie is so confusing. It's so lackluster in so many ways. And I will actually give you points. If you have Michael Fassbender jump off a building, do that leap of faith, and land into a haystack, I dare you to do it. And they actually start to do it.
Right.
And he jumps, and I look how high he is. And he's going down, and they're like, you know he ain't going to do this shit. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, man. You had one thing to do right there. That was from the game, and you fucking blew it. I would have given you some points had you done it. But because of that, I'm going straight down. I was so mesmerized by this and the effort that you went to make this bad that I'm not gonna give it a fuck you. And I was very close to doing it.
I was too.
I was very. But
honestly, I'm sitting here and I don't know why I'm not giving it a fuck you.
Can you give me some
I
reason
just
why?
don't feel like it. I guess.
You made me apathetic with how much it sucks.
yeah, I can tell you why for me because I'm giving this some old bullshit, but it really is beautiful. Some old bullshit, man. Like I said, some things you look at and you're amazed that the lengths that they go to make something bad. That somebody actually watched this and said, "Yep, we're putting this in the theater."
And I'm done.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all got some real balls for that, and I was I was mad that I had to sit there because I tell you, I do this a lot lately. I looked over my watch and saw I had another hour of this shit to go. And I was like, y'all ain't saying a fucking thing, man. Yeah. What are you going to do for this next hour to redeem yourself? Not a goddamn thing.
I was very close to getting up and leaving.
Yeah. It gets hard, Martin, but we have to endure.
I mean, it wasn't even like this is the worst thing I've ever seen. It was just like, this is tedious and it's going nowhere. And this is wasting everybody's time.
It's not even good to look at. It's well shot,
but it's dark.
But it's an old dusty fart of a movie, man. It's like everything is brown and gray. Mm-hmm. most of it's under a haze, so it's not even that pleasing to look at.
And they made a big deal with the original assassin cutting off one of his fingers so the blade can slip through. And yet that never becomes a factor later on.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it just comes right out like Spider-Man. It's like, oh, well, they maimed that dude for no reason.
They were just bored.
Yeah.
Cut that off.
Yeah, I could have done this with my finger. We just wanted your finger, man.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
We used to do with a
Oh,
necklace
we
of
got to
fingers.
stop doing that.
Yeah, you're gonna wear a necklace of fingers. Hey, it's gonna be nice, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
vindication.
Yeah.
I owe Sammy a hard slap when he gets back from California.
Hey, man, you never know how they're gonna work out, but in this case, it worked out in your favor, man. You took
My
a gamble.
favorite is it's a bad movie.
Yeah. Martin, what do you give it, sir?
Oh, I said earlier, some old bullshit.
Some old bullshit. Yeah, people.
It was a waste of my time. And like I said, I left angry.
Yes.
I left mad too. It would have been different. I would have been irritated had I seen this at 7 o'clock at night, but waking me up 9 in the morning to go see this shit.
And it's funny because I was talking to a friend who said, like, well, man, you know it can't be as bad as the movie we saw last night. Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh,
This is worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
did we see something last night?
yeah.
I'll have to ask you guys about that after the show.
I don't even remember. Can you give me a hint?
No. Well,
Okay, never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
Well,
Come on,
floating.
man. Wow, it must have really been bad. You
Yeah.
can't even remember it.
Oh, hey, Michael, you got to run for your money. No, actually, you win the bullshit department. Didn't give you that much. All right. Oh man, we got so much to do. I may do this tomorrow. We got so much to do. This is not a regular show. Maybe tomorrow we'll do it if we have time. And it's going to be off theme, but your boy, the Riddler, did a quiz. We'll do it tomorrow. Maybe at the end of the show if we have time. We'll see how much time
Man,
we
we
have
ain't got
left.
time for that, too.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Nobody got time for
Tomorrow,
that.
like,
Got
I've been-
full studio.
I've been tortured enough, goddamn it. Oh, let's see.
Can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
too.
man. You know these little bad
Y'all
movie
gonna have a
dates
good
that y'all have.
Yeah.
Y'all go hold hands and see some bullshit. This is gonna be one. Y'all might get engaged after this one.
give you an engagement ring that has a finger on it.
I had to cut this off for somebody else to give it to you.
Do you take Corey Goodwin in bullshit? Oh. Now, here's a movie that all of us saw, except for you, Gertz. You didn't see this, but we all did. And hopefully, it's better than the movie that we just saw. I don't know. I haven't talked to these guys yet. Definitely a lot more lighthearted and definitely a lot more understandable, comprehensible.
Yeah. I knew it was happening.
Yeah, when a bunch of talking animals make more sense than your fucking that's the Assassin's Creed movie. That's a damn shame. But this movie we're talking
He's still stuck on that. Yeah.
Oh, man, I really am upset about this, man.
Michael Fassbender reached into your pocket and took your money.
I felt like you did.
You saw it for free.
Still.
Some things you should just know better.
Gas money.
Yeah. Sleep money. But
Oh yeah, I forgot you 3D'd that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Troy was there.
Troy was there.
Yeah.
Troy, can you talk about it? Yeah, sure. You know,
And he
we're-
knew before we went in. We were talking about it. And he was over there giggling like,
Yeah, Troy.
secret.
Troy worked on Assassin's Creed. He did the 3D conversion for it, which we did not see. And you know what? I get it now. Like, he didn't go there to see the movie. He just came there to see us like squirm in pain. Son of a bitch.
Sadistic.
Yeah.
Thought we were friends.
Real
Troy.
quick though, what'd you think about it before we move on? Come here, real quick. Since you worked on the movie.
Better than sex.
Yeah.
No,
It's not going to get you
Hello.
in trouble to talk about it, is it?
the 3D process was great.
Okay.
Had fun time. It looks good. We didn't see it in 3D, so y'all can't call me on that.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
I think it had some serious story problems. Yeah, I don't think there was any real
Like
character.
not having one.
Yeah, there was no character development. Michael
No.
Fassbender was just on rails. He was in prison or watching a movie.
He just losing his shit. Yeah.
It's like he has nothing to do.
Like
how
that-
are you supposed to relate to anyone?
Like, if you look at this is some real Three Stooges shit that he's doing. He's just going crazy.
Well, it's funny because we see him as like a 10-year-old kid, and the next thing we see, he's getting lethal injection as an
Yeah.
adult. It's like, what the hell happened?
Oh, can I just say one more thing before it's done? I know we're done. We were supposed to move on. That's how much bullshit is in this movie. That fucking bird, man.
I know.
There's an eagle in this movie that has nothing to do with the film.
It looks great in 3D.
No.
Flying around.
Aguilar, the eagle.
Eagle just flying around the movie like he really had something to do.
Right.
He didn't have nothing to do with this film.
Yeah, he never did.
Even he was flying around like, y'all gonna give me something to do? Can I land? I mean, come on, y'all. He was confused. A CG eagle.
Yeah, that eagle was named Andy Garcia.
Yeah, he had nothing to do.
I'll tell you what, I actively rooted against the protagonist in this movie because I like the parts where they go back, and the good guy's like, no, you can't go back. And it's like, that's the only time good things happen.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah, but visual
But
effects look
he
good.
better say, but it's a full price.
Yes, it's a full price.
You know, that boss man pays me.
We are assassins. I'm beginning to like this.